guys, welcome to another edition of Tam's Kitchen. And today we're gonna be cooking Philly cheesesteaks, or you can call it a pepper steak. I personally refer to it as a pepper steak. It's one of our family's favorite meals. It's in the top 10. So let's get started by going over the ingredients. Everything you'll need to make this dinner amazing. Okay, first we're gonna start off with the steak. And this is stir-fry steak or sirloin steak. And it's cut thinly. This is the type of steak that you wanna get. And if they don't have it at your local supermarket, you can have them cut a sirloin steak that way. I'm having the same meal, but I'm going to cook mine with mushrooms. So that's why the mushrooms are here. I'm gonna do a mushroom version of this meal. So you're gonna need provolone cheese, because of course you gotta have the cheese, onion, bell pepper, tomatoes, again that's gonna be on mine, jalapenos, banana peppers, Worcestershire sauce, mayonnaise, because that's the glue that keeps the sandwich together, in my opinion. We're gonna have salt, lettuce, and of course, the buns. The buns, the cheesesteak buns, those are our most important. And also you're gonna need Italian seasoning and black pepper. And I'm gonna cook the meat in my skillet. If you don't have one, a regular pan will do. And I'm also, once the cheesesteaks are assembled, I'm gonna sit them up here and put the cheese on it and put it in the oven on broil so that the cheese can get nice and melty. So, with that being said, let's get started. I've rinsed the meat and dried it off a little bit. And what I'm going to do is season it with the black pepper, the Italian seasoning, the salt, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm gonna put it in the food processor because I wanna break the meat down a little bit more. I don't want these long chunks of meat in my in the subs. So stay tuned. I'm now going to add it to the food processor so I can get this meat broken down to smaller size, to much smaller size to make the sandwich more enjoyable. Not gonna put that many in there at a time because you don't wanna have inconsistent sizes. And I'm gonna put this on chop. And I've chopped it down to look like, this doesn't look like hamburger, but it's still nicely chopped. So guys, I went back in and added a little more seasoning, and this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a chunkier version of ground beef. You can use ground beef if you want to. I used to order a burger like that in a restaurant back in my hometown. And speaking of my hometown, there's a place called Ernie's Subs. Ernie's Subs in Greenville, North Carolina. They have the best pepper steaks, in my opinion, on the planet. I mean, until I have one that's better, those are my feelings and I'm sticking to it. So, let me get my veggies chopped up and then we'll get the meat on once we get those cooking. And we'll be close to the finish line. I'm also gonna go ahead and turn on my oven. You're just gonna put it on broil because you're not really gonna be cooking anything in the oven. We're just mainly just gonna melt the cheese. So let me get the veggies chopped up and then we'll get those in the pan. Okay, so I have my pan going for my veggies, and I have my pan going here where I'm going to put my mushrooms. I've already rinsed them, and I'll be putting them in this pan. So let's get started. I didn't use much oil at all because it doesn't take a lot of oil. We're not frying anything, so just sauteing. So go with the onions and the green peppers. Get those all stirred up and rolling. And I'm going to use some of these for then with my mushrooms. That's all I want. Get these all sauteed up. Garlic. You don't have to use garlic if you don't want to. I do, because I love garlic. And now it's time to add our meat and our mushrooms. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. I'll put the meat. This remaining white wine. So the Philly steak buns. So I'm gonna go ahead and my steak is already done. I'm just letting it sit there. I'm going to butter. I'm just gonna butter each one. Put this in the oven so it can toast up just for not even a minute. So I can see the buns are toasted, and now I'm going to get the mayo on the bottom. Can't have too much mayo, so I'm told. Now it's time for the cheese. I'm getting ready to put these in the oven. So just so the cheese can melt. That bread is gonna be nice and crunchy. You're gonna put whatever you want on it. I reserved some chopped onions to put on top, along with the lettuce. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm also going to put them in these foil wraps, actually. I'm gonna take these out, and that's what I'm going to put it on a platter, and everybody can get their own and add more of whatever they want to it. And I'm gonna set this to the side because you never know the appetites of everybody here. You never know who wants more. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the pepper steaks with the cheese all melty. Amazing. So let's get everything assembled. Use a little more Italian seasoning. guys, that is it. That is your delicious cheesesteak. Do you see that? I need to come closer. Look at that. Look at that. Well, it's time to call in the troops. Let me give it a taste test, guys. Mmm. Mmm. Amazing. I will just put it on the screen. I can't talk. I've got to eat. Toodles.